Have you ever struggled to understand colleagues or clients from other corners of the world? It can be difficult to overcome the unseen cultural barriers that affect communication, decision-making, and teamwork. That's where Erin Meyer's The Culture Map comes in. Erin Meyer's fascinating book tries to help us decode cultural differences and bridge barriers. She simplifies complex cultural dynamics into an understandable framework, providing practical advice for everyone working in the global world. Whether you work in an international team or are simply curious about how other cultures operate, this overview will provide you with a thorough understanding of Meyer's major themes. You'll learn how to manage cultural differences and avoid miscommunications that could jeopardize your business connections. So, if you're ready to strengthen your cross-cultural skills and become more competent at worldwide business relationships, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Chapter 1, titled, Listening to the Air: Communicating Across Cultures. This chapter examines the communication styles of individuals from various cultural backgrounds and how these variations may affect our interactions. The important lessons this chapter teaches us are: Number 1. High context versus low context communication. High context cultures, like Japan, communicate in implicit ways and rely heavily on context. Implicit ways, like the US, prefer direct and explicit communication. Number 2. Importance of context. In high context cultures, understanding the unspoken elements, like body language and tone, is crucial. In low context cultures, the message is in the words themselves. Number 3. Adjusting your style. When working with people from high context cultures, notice non-verbal cues and read between the lines. When dealing with low context cultures, be clear and explicit in your communication. We can enhance our worldwide interactions and create stronger, more cohesive teams by being conscious of these distinctions. Chapter 2 is titled, The Many Faces of Polity: Evaluating Performance and Providing Negative Feedback. The author goes into how various cultures respond to feedback, covering everything from blunt criticism to tacit recommendations. What information does this chapter offer? Number 1. Direct vs. Indirect feedback. Direct cultures, like the Netherlands and Germany, appreciate blunt and honest feedback. They see it as a way to improve. Indirect cultures, like Japan and Indonesia, prefer to give and receive feedback more subtly and respectfully to avoid embarrassment. Number 2. Feedback sandwich. In indirect cultures, using the feedback sandwich, positive, negative, positive, can be effective. It cushions the criticism with praise. Number 3. Cultural sensitivity. Understanding these differences helps us tailor our feedback approach. For example, be more straightforward with Germans but gentler with Japanese colleagues. Recognizing and adjusting to these cultural subtleties in feedback helps build better communication and more pleasant connections within our teams. The title of Chapter 3, Why versus How: The Art of Persuasion in a Multicultural World. This chapter covers the two basic strategies of principles first and applications first: argument formulation and persuasion used by persons from diverse cultural backgrounds. These are a few tactics we should learn. Number 1. Principles first vs. applications first. Principles first cultures, like France and Italy, prefer to start with theories and concepts before moving to practical applications. They believe understanding the why is crucial. Applications first cultures, like the United States, start with facts, data, and practical examples. They focus on the how to demonstrate the value of their ideas. Number 2. Building your argument. When persuading someone from a principles first culture, start with the background, theory, or principles before diving into details. When persuading someone from an applications first culture, lead with practical examples and data, then provide the underlying principles if needed. Number 3. Cultural flexibility. Being aware of these differences allows us to adjust our persuasion techniques depending on the audience. This flexibility can make our arguments more compelling. We can improve cross-cultural communication by adjusting our ways. Chapter 4 is titled, How Much Respect Do You Want? Leadership, Hierarchy, and Power. From egalitarian to hierarchical systems, The author investigates how various cultures view and exercise authority and leadership. So, what knowledge does this chapter impact on us? Number 1. Egalitarian vs. hierarchical cultures. Egalitarian cultures, like Sweden and the Netherlands, prefer flat organizational structures where everyone is treated as an equal. Leaders are seen as facilitators. Hierarchical cultures, like Japan and China, value clear chains of command. Leaders are respected and often make decisions without much input from subordinates. Number 2. Leadership styles. In egalitarian cultures, leaders should encourage open dialogue and collective decision-making. In hierarchical cultures, leaders should provide clear guidance and respect established protocols. Number 3. Adapting your approach. When leading a multicultural team, it's crucial to balance these styles. Acknowledge the preferences of different team members and find a middle ground that works for everyone. You may make your team more cohesive and productive by tailoring your leadership style to the cultural situation. The title of Chapter 5. Big D or Little D? Who decides, and how? This chapter covers how various cultures handle decision-making, emphasizing the distinctions between top-down and consensual decision-making approaches. What details does this chapter provide? Number 1. Consensual vs. top-down decision-making. Consensual cultures, like Germany and Sweden, involve many people in the decision-making process. Decisions are made through extensive discussion and agreement. Top-down cultures, like China and India, rely on leaders to make decisions. The process is faster, with less input from lower levels. Number 2. Decision-making speed. Consensual decision-making can be slower but often leads to greater buy-in from team members. Top-down decision-making is quicker but may not have the same level of team agreement. Number 3. Balancing approaches. In a multicultural team, it's important to find a balance. Encourage input from all team members while also recognizing the need for efficient decision-making. Balancing these techniques allows you to make judgments that are both inclusive and timely. Chapter 6 titled, The Head or the Heart? 2 Types of Trust and How They Grow. By differentiating between task-based and relationship-based trust, the author examines how various cultures foster trust. What does this chapter teach us? Number 1. Task-based versus relationship-based trust. Task-based cultures, like the United States and Germany, build trust through work performance, reliability, and competence. Trust is earned by demonstrating skills and delivering results. Relationship-based cultures, like Brazil and China, build trust through personal connections, shared experiences, and emotional bonds. Trust is developed by spending time together and getting to know each other personally. Number 2. Building trust in different cultures. In task-based cultures, focus on showcasing your skills, meeting deadlines, and being reliable. In relationship-based cultures, invest time in social interactions, share personal stories, and build strong interpersonal connections. Number 3. Combining approaches. When working in multicultural teams, balance both approaches. Demonstrate professional competence while also investing in personal relationships to build trust effectively. Balancing both approaches can result in a stronger, more cohesive team. Chapter 7 is titled, The Needle, Not the Knife. Disagreeing productively. It explores how various cultures approach conflict and disagreement, highlighting the differences between confrontational and avoidant styles. Observations that are important to note in this chapter. Number 1. Confrontational vs. avoidant cultures. Confrontational cultures, like France and Russia, view open disagreement as a positive part of the decision-making process. They believe that through debate, the best ideas will emerge. Avoidant cultures, like Japan and Indonesia, avoid open conflict to maintain harmony and group cohesion. Disagreements are often expressed indirectly. Number 2. Handling disagreements. In confrontational cultures, be prepared for direct feedback and open debate. It's seen as a way to improve ideas. In avoidant cultures, approach disagreements subtly and focus on maintaining harmony. Use indirect language and nonverbal cues. Number 3. Balancing approaches. When working with multicultural teams, recognize and respect these differences. Encourage open debate when appropriate, but also be mindful of maintaining group harmony. By balancing these approaches, you can ensure productive discussions while maintaining positive relationships. The title of Chapter 8: How Late is Late? Scheduling and Cross-Cultural Perceptions of Time. This chapter examines cultural perspectives on scheduling, deadlines, and time management, emphasizing the distinctions between cultures that value linear time and those that value flexible time. What insights does this chapter provide? Number 1. Linear time vs. flexible time cultures. Linear time cultures, like Germany and Switzerland, view time as a sequence of events that should happen one after another. They value punctuality, strict deadlines, and detailed planning. Flexible time cultures, like Mexico and India, see time as more fluid and adaptable. They prioritize relationships and adaptability over rigid schedules. Number 2. Scheduling and deadlines. In linear time cultures, it's important to stick to schedules and respect deadlines. Meetings start and end on time, and detailed plans are followed closely. In flexible time cultures, expect some flexibility with schedules and deadlines. Building relationships and being adaptable are often more important than strict adherence to timelines. Number 3. Balancing approaches. When working with multicultural teams, find a balance that respects both perspectives. Create a framework that allows for flexibility while still meeting essential deadlines. Understanding these cultural elements can help us improve our communication, develop greater teamwork, and make more informed professional decisions. If you find this summary useful, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel.